This episode is a rehearsal of music and ideas for an episode about, I'm calling the upper class and me, about the effect of the class structure on me, on my me as an example of a human being, right? On my perceptions, on my sense of who I am and how the world works, and we're going to rehearse some music here too, as well as talk about these ideas. I want to talk for a second about. I'm crazy about Louis Buñuel because he always makes me smarter. And there's a movie that he did called The Phantom of Liberty, and in this movie. I'll break it up with. Here's one part of it. It's like these sections of things you see about people. So, in the first section, you see these very bourgeois people having a dinner party. They come in for a dinner party, beautifully set table. They're all dressed nicely, and they come in and they sit on toilets. They don't sit on seats. They really sit on toilets. They're taking a crap, That's what they're doing, and they're talking and they're chatting, and eating food is. A hidden thing, and in order you don't talk about that. Polite people don't talk about that at the toilet table, and you go into a separate room, and you lock the door, and you have your meal. What has to be and why has it to be? What is and why? Louis deals with this. He deals with this. It's so important how to get these veils, off our eyes, so that we're just not stuck in this culture that we happen to, come on the block in. I mean, it's just one of zillions of ways to do things, That's an and that oh no. You guys want to try passive resistance? I'm not sure this thing has a title, passive resistance. I think it means like sitting down and fighting the powers that be. But I'm not sure. You don't need me, right? You can just do it.
Okay.
Or you want me to count it?
We could do without you. I'll do the cue, though. Okay.
Okay. What is the cue?
The cue is the second bar, and I do the little phrase twice.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. It has this. This was the thing we did slower, right? It has this thing slow and strong. Like let's use it as an image when you're you're sitting down in this Wisconsin State House, or on the bus, or standing for something, and people are going to mess with you in perhaps very violent ways, scary ways. So slow and strong, slow and strong, and slow and strong. I heard Michelle Alexander. She wrote this thing called The New Jim Crow. It's about the prison system in the United States, and she was tracing back some of the results of the civil rights movement of the 40s through the 60s, 70s, and she said that the upper classes could maneuver the changes that were brought by the civil rights changes in the laws, but the lower white classes, they were vulnerable to some changes that may not have been so good for them, right? Weren't so good for them, like having their kids bused across school and into inadequately funded schools, and having more competition for lousy jobs, and she says this is cornerstone. This is a cornerstone to the movement of working class whites out of the Democratic Party into the Republican Party, because before that it was the Solid South was Democratic, and in terms of the upper classes, this thing racism, this is really cornerstone to keeping the upper classes in the saddle. This is part of the how do we ride this monster, the rest of the human beings around us? We divide them, we belittle them, we savage them, and that works. There's another scene in this Phantom of Liberty. That's the title of it, Phantom of Liberty, where this I'm reading off here, right? Where this woman stops in this small but comfortable inn on French in a rainy night, and among the guests are these four monks and other guests, and then there's a couple that invites everybody, the monks, into their room for a glass of port, and while everybody's gathered and it's all very civilized in this tiny little hotel room, the woman goes into the room and she changes into her S&M outfit, and the man changes into his S&M outfit, and they come back out and she starts to beat him and say things, and it's that's what the whole setup was about, and there's a young man with his much older aunt who they've come there to have sex in the motel. That's why they're there, and that's that part of the story. That's that part of the story. That's that part of the story. That's a story. The human I think I've lost my mind, but I don't know. Did I have it? Did I? What's lost is born. Let's try this. Let's try Fixed. Not sure. I wrote these tunes, and I'm not sure the titles. They start with some raison, some reason, and then very soon as I'm writing them, it's just there, the title. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore. But I think Fixed is about the fix is in. That's what it's about. So what's the cue for Fixed?
It's all there.
It's all there. The cue is all there.
Just me.
And this one isn't so slow, right?
Well,
let's take it a little faster. Just a little.
I have a lot of stuff to get in there between each bar.
Oh, come on.
It's natural. It's written fast. How's that? It's the same pulse, but there's a lot more fast notes, so it ends up being faster. Trust me. I do a lot of things.
I trust you.
Okay.
Could we look at bar 24 through 26? Or actually, what do you think, guys? 21? Can we start at 21? Can you start at 21? Or is it 4? Is it in 3/4 at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it changes to 4/4. That's one of the issues in bar 22. So 3 for nothing. 1, starting at 21. 1, 2, 3. Better. One of the other things that happens in this Louis Buñuel film is Buñuel. I don't know how to say it, but anyway, there's a man who goes to a doctor. The doctor's like a family friend, and he's going there to get the results of his tests. The guy, and the doctor's messing. He's putting off telling him something. It's not sure, and he does it in this kind of odd way. You don't know if he's really putting off something or what he's doing. And the guy keeps on pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally the doctor tells him he has terminal cancer, and the man slaps him. I thought it was really appropriate. It's very bright, it's very sunny, it's very As we film this, the Republicans are having this discussion with each other about who should be the candidate for president, and they really have no argument in terms of business with the rest. I mean, just allow us to continue to steal from you. That's the argument. And come on, let us. Come on. This is the way it's been. Come on. That's what we do. Come on. You don't need a house like I have. I need it. I have it. I'm used to it. Come on. Have a heart. Let me steal from you. Have a heart. Let me crush you. It's fun. Okay. Something else from the movie by Louis. Okay. Then there's a really funny, particularly funny scene where there's a couple who has a child. This very bourgeois couple again. And they get a phone call. The mother gets a phone call, and the phone call says the child is missing at school. So they go to school, and they say to the teacher, the child is missing. And the teacher says the child is missing, but the child is right there. The child isn't missing at all. But the teacher's going along with this idea that the child's missing. The child comes up to them, and they hold on to this. Oh, she's missing, whatever the kid's name is, Aliette or something. The kid is missing, and everybody's agreeing the kid is missing. They go to the police station with the kid, and they tell the police that the kid is missing. The kid's sitting right there, and the kid and the police take a. They use the kid as a model for the likeness of the kid that's missing. This is the kid that's missing, and this goes on, and for some. Time is, maybe for 2 years they're looking for this kid or something, and finally the kid comes back, and they find the kid, it's the same kid, right, because she was there all along, and what is he getting at? 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 Is it getting at? Where is he getting at? Where is he getting at? Where is he getting at? What is he getting at? What is he getting at? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Well, I'm not sure at all, but it rings bells. It rings bells. It's like a Doris Day movie. Or who is it? I don't know. Who's the equivalent now? It's like after a night of watching a marathon, Housewives of Beverly Hills. Two equals 4 equals 9. And who's to say? Who is to say? Who is to say? Grass greener, other side. Grass greener, other side. Other side. Other side. Grass greener, other side. Other side. Grass greener, other side. Other side. What's on the other side? Oh my! I've always, I don't, I will, I haven't. Oh, so that's not even Let's try. We tried fixed, right? Let's try relaxed. Happy in your own skin, relatively speaking. A moment. Relax. And whose cue is it?
It's mine.
It's your
My
cue.
Bar 19.
Bar 19.
Twice.
I just want to say this. Maybe I shouldn't. I haven't even. I told them once, but I don't think they remember. But I'm sure, and not immediately after I said it, they remember. That I wrote this about you two guys. I wrote this about the way that you. That I see you interact with each other at rehearsals and in performances, and this is a revised version where I forgot about that original impetus, but the base of it, the crux of it, must still be there. That's what it's about.
Okay, here we go.
Well, that went pretty smoothly. Here's just another section of the Buñuel, Louis. Same movie. There's a police commissioner who I think has threaded his ways through other parts of the movie, and while he's sitting in a bar talking to the woman that we saw early in the movie, going to the hotel with the monks and the S&M and all that, and. He says he comes over to her table. He says, "You remind me of my dead sister." And then the barman brings him the phone. He gets a call from his dead sister, who is in the family crypt. And so he goes to the family crypt to see what's going on. And there's his sister's coffin with her hair sticking out of it and a telephone. And then he's arrested by the police for breaking into the family coffin, but he's the police commissioner. And he says, "Look, you don't know who you're talking to. I'm a police commissioner." And they arrest him anyway. They don't care. And they take him at some point to the police commissioner, another police commissioner. And the two men sit there, and they get along very well. These two police commissioners, exactly the same job, and then they're getting ready for a demonstration that's going to be taking place at the zoo. And so they go to the zoo, and there are these wonderful, meticulous, wonderfully timed sweeping background shots, beautifully coordinated with pictures of animals, so gorgeous. And some of them listening to you can hear the protests in the distance of the people. And what are the people shouting? "Down with liberty." Allez, enfants, si tu as petit temps pour vite, tu ouvres la robe et tout chaud. Allez. I often degenerate into kind of childish, well, not often. That's not childish, the first one was. All callers to the front. Please, ladies and gentlemen, all callers to the front. All callers, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is management. And that's what we got. That's why we've got you here. That's why we've got you here. You're here too. You're here too. We're getting very. We're getting very late in the. Abu Dhabi.